An inverse is basically just the opposite of something. So when we look at additive inverses, we want to think, what number can I add to this number so that I get 0? For example, if we have 3, what number do we add to 3 to get 0? Well, I know that 3 plus negative 3 equals 0, so negative 3 is my additive inverse. Let's take a look at negative 77. What do I add to negative 77 to get 0? Well, negative 77 plus 77 is 0, so 77 is my additive inverse. Just because you have fractions or decimals, it's the same basic principle. 1/2 plus what is going to give me 0? Negative 1/2. Negative 12.2 plus what is going to give me 0? 12.2. So for your additive inverse, you're just taking basically the opposite of whatever number you are given, because you know that when you add the opposite, that will give you 0. The multiplicative inverse is a little bit different. In this case, of course, we're not adding, we're multiplying. But instead of trying to get 0, we're trying to see what is going to give us 1. If we take a look at number 2 here, what times 2 is going to equal 1? And what you really need to do here is multiply this by its reciprocal or its opposite. In this case, it's going to be 1/2. 2 times 1/2 is going to equal 1. Same idea for negative 73. The reciprocal, well, we're going to keep our negative because we don't want a negative one, we want a positive one. Negative 73, we're just going to multiply that by negative 1 over 73. If you're given a fraction, that's okay, 3/4. Still multiply that by the reciprocal here, so 3/4 times 4/3 will give us 1, right? If we did 3 times 4, we'd get 12. 4 times 3, we'd get 12. That's 12 over 12, which is 1. Now, if you have a decimal, say 0.2, you're still thinking, what times 0.2 is going to give me 1? In this case, 0.2, we know 0.2 goes into 1 5 times, right? 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.2 is 1. So our answer for this one is going to be 5. So for the multiplicative inverse, you're saying, what can I multiply this number by to give me 1?